We now enter the top 20. And I ask you a question.
Are you ready? Think you can tell us what to do? Think you can tell us what to win? You think that you better? Well, you better get ready. Down to the business.
Are you ready? The Chris Warren Band, Degeneration X.
It should be higher.
Well, you can look on the screen and you can see everything that's coming.
There is some good stuff coming, don't get me wrong. But you gotta remember, from the outset of the Attitude Era, it was Hell Frozen Over, Glass Shattered, I'm gonna call that song for Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And this song. Yeah. It led us through most of the Attitude Era.
My only reasoning, if you'll hear me out, as to why DX is so low, short term. 97 to 99. Yes, they had their return run.
In late 99, right.
And then when Trips and Sean got back together.
Mm-hmm.
But very short term in the grand scheme of things compared to The Rock, who, although his theme changed, still kept the same consistency. Austin, who kept the same theme.
Yeah. Alright, short term I'll concede. Okay.
Number 19. Walls of Jericho, Chris Jericho.
Definitely belongs in the top half of this list.
And yes, I have the version with the goddamn countdown clock.
As you should. As you should. As any true Chris Jericho fan should.
That's right. That theme is fruit.
Yes, the theme is fruit. Look it up.
If you're a Jericho fan and you don't know what we're talking about, then you're not a Jericho fan.
Yeah. Don't look it up. Go buy the book. Spend some money, fools. Second book. The second book or first book? Second book. That's what I thought. Okay. It's been a while since I read it.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah. Chris Jericho, from the minute he was arriving.
The Millennium Man.
The Millennium Man countdown. This song has lasted him throughout all his runs and comebacks.
And yes, like Booker, there have been a couple change-ups there. You know, he had
King of My World.
King of My World, and Don't You Wish You Were Me.
Yeah, but this song is Chris Jericho's song. Great song.
Number 18. Another 2014 WWE Hall of Fame inductee.
Yep.
Unstable for the Ultimate Warrior.
Never was a song titled more correctly. Lordy. Again, I've made no bones about my feelings about the Ultimate Warrior, but I think he deserves what he got as far as the induction. And, you know, Jim Johnson, I think on this article, mentioned that it just kind of came to him. It's like it was so simple because, like, here's this guy who's going to start off with some basic guitar riffs and basic hits, and then he's just going to turn the amp up and off he goes to the races. And it fits him. It fit him immediately. There was no second guessing this thing at all.
Yeah. Number 17. Oh yeah. This song should be at number 1 in my opinion, just because you hear it every year at every high school, college graduation.
That's right.
Now, God damn it. Pomp and Circumstance, Macho Man, Macho King, whatever you want to call him, Randy Savage.
The late, great Randy Savage, one of my all-time favorite people to interview, one of my all-time favorite people in the business, period.
Yes.
It's scary that both the guys in the interview are now gone. Brian Adams and Randy Savage. Anyway. God, that was 10 years ago. Jesus. This song is cool because it was for somebody else first. Gorgeous George used this song back in the 50s and 60s.
Yes.
And it endured so much in wrestling that Randy picked it up. And Randy had the similar robes as George. And Randy was just so pomp and circumstance throughout his entire run.
Pompous.
Yes, very pompous. very full of himself, and rightfully so.
Yes.
Randy was great, and you know, Randy was one of those guys where it was very hard to be a Hulkamaniac. Being in contact with Randy Savage was like, he hated Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I know.
But it was like, he talked about it on the show.
Be a man, Hulk.
Be a man, Hulk. Yeah, it's like, he's running down my own show. I'm like, I can't, I don't know what to say, shit. But Randy...
When the great and powerful Jeff Meacham is speechless,
Yeah.
you've got him by the nutsack.
It's like, two people I had on my show back in the day hated Hogan, the Iron Sheik and Randy Savage, and I couldn't find a positive comment to deflect at them against Hogan because I was just like, it's Randy Savage and the Iron Sheik. Oh my God, tall mark out moment, Christ Almighty. But yeah,
my only beef with this song being on the list, and I mean, you can argue me that you know some of the other songs, Kill Switch, Engage, Saliva, whatever, it's not a Jim Johnson song.
No, but it was used only in WWE for him and WCW briefly. So it is his WWF theme song. So.
Alright. Number 16.
Well done. He doesn't
Metal,
suck,
Kurt Angle, complete with the "You Suck" chant.
Much like the countdown for Jericho. Absolutely.
Yeah, any true fan has to have the version with the "You Suck" chants.
But he doesn't suck. He's one of the best ever.
Exactly.
Damn it.
And I think that's what works so great about it. It's like they don't like him, so they chant "He sucks," but in their hearts, they know he's one of the greatest.
Yeah, it became endearing when he came back in 03. It was like, we know you don't suck. We love you, dude, but you suck. Whatever. And this was a great theme coming off the Olympics. It sounded very Olympian in nature.
Yes.
So it fitted throughout his whole time. They modified it when he was in ECW, but it still sounded
And I
good.
liked the remix.
I did too. It was good, yeah.
Number 15. Okay, that's enough of that shit.
Oh, lordy.
The Time Is Now, John Cena featuring the trademark.
I happen to like it. It's played out, but I happen to like it personally. But it definitely is played out.
See, I didn't like the fact that they changed it right on the cusp of Mania 21.
Yeah.
Like, I so badly wanted to be in Staples Center and hear Basic Thugonomics.
I know you did.
Because that was the guy that was going in to fight JBL.
Yes, the basic.
Yes, his time was now, and he was trying to allude to that. But I think if they had changed the theme song after he had won the belt, I would have been a little bit better with it. Because I was kind of soured on it right from then, because...
Yeah. Well, you like basic economics. There was
everybody did, but it was like, I remember Mikey telling me, dude, they changed Cena's theme song. I'm like, what? It's like however many weeks prior to WrestleMania. It's like,
yeah, it was close.
Seriously?
It was close,
Why did they change it this close?
It was bad. It was not a good decision. But you know
like,
what?
They should have waited till he won the title. My time is now. The champ is here.
I would even say when they debuted the spinner belt. Just have it all come together.
You know, I mean... As a song as a whole, it's definitely not better than Basic Thugonomics, but that's just my opinion.
Right.
Number 14.
Let's play from that.
Always gets his way.
Now see, you have the anthology of it. The original had no money, except during the choruses. I like that version better. Too much money. It's like whatever. Too much curly voice. Let Teddy do his thing, man. But one of the all-time great themes, by far.
Yeah.
So much so that, you know, had it played out, he'd come on the show with us. I'd have told Vince to shut up his ass and play that song when he came on. Totally would have done it because it's just great.
It's a good one. It's another one of the classics that has stood the test of time.
Yes. He will forever be. He will be old and 85 years old with a walker coming to the Hall of Fame ceremonies with that damn. Fuck, man. But he'll still have that theme, and it fits him. He'll still always be the $1 Million Man.
Number 13.
Glad you found this one. Okay, because I want to talk about this one.
Burned for Kane. I believe that's the Volume 3 version.
That was the first one that came out.
The Music Volume 3.
That was the first one that came out. Now, on the .com list, the description is that song you just heard. The video is not Slow Chemical, but the one after he first came back with the mask on.
Yeah.
It's like, which Kane theme? It's basically been the same beat of song at the end of the day, but which Kane theme are you talking about, y'all? Seriously.
I'm not going to completely mess it up. Man on Fire?
Yeah, Man on Fire, thank you. But that's the video that was played on the .com article.
The Volume 9 Voices theme.
Yes, thank you, yes. That's been his theme since, I want to say, the feud with Undertaker over the world title in 2010. Maybe a little bit before that. If you want to have that be the theme on the list, have it be the theme on the list. But don't describe 1997 Kane.
Yeah.
The great Kane.
The Kane that didn't talk.
Yeah, the Kane.
And when he did, he had this gimmick.
But the Kane before that even was the best Kane.
Yeah.
Still say it to this day. Everything since then has been watered down and cheap.
I agree.
Alright.
Number
The
12.
song's great. God damn it. Number 12 you said?
Number 12.
I'm not doing that one.
The Honky Tonky Meter.
Yeah, he's cool, he's cocky, he's bad, and he is the greatest Intercontinental champion of all time. Not really, though. Chris Jericho is. Chris Jericho is. I dare say this should be higher.
Really? You think it should be top 10?
I love Honky.
Again, you can kind of see the list of songs that we're coming up on.
Well, I definitely think it's better than number 10. I really do. Personally speaking, but again, I grew up watching Honky Tonk Man.
I understand that.
But for me, Honky was such a it was supposed to be just this shot in the dark, ridiculous gimmick, and it just endures to this day.
Yeah.
He still Elvises his hair out. He still comes out for shit and does the Honky Tonk gimmick.
The Honky Tonky Meter.
Exact. Goddamn. Okay, if you're getting 17 over, fuck you, Honky Tonk Man. I'm sorry. Fuck you, Honky Tonk Man. You're an asshole anyway, so whatever. But but his song is great. Top 10. Top 10.
Number 11. Said this a few times before. Another real personal favorite of mine.
All right. Oh yeah.
Go ahead and let it play for a second in honor of Bruce.
There you go.
Blood for the Brood, and then Gangrel solo.
Yeah. All right. Now, here's my wonderful little heartwarming story with the Brood's theme. Working for Epic War.
Okay.
This is in the early New Hall days for me, so like late
Okay.
2007. I just started actually working for the company. Okay. Bo Cooper.
Okay.
Shout out to Bo. Is working a gimmick with, I think the Commandos. I don't remember exactly. It's been 7 years. I'm sorry. And end of the night, Bo's surrounded, and the lights go out. Up pops this song. State of the Day, Gangrel and Billy Blade come out in full Gangrel and Billy Blade gimmick, man. Vampire, the whole. It was like, holy shit, that's Gangrel. to this day, are good friends now. It's like I met him and we just hit it off like that.
Nice.
The greatest Gangrel story, unfortunately, is a Twilight story. When he was still married to Kiara, she had like sparklers all over her areas, and she rubbed up against him and made him all sparkly. I'm like, hey, I sparkly vampire. He's like, fuck you, Jeff.
Yeah.
But this theme is so good. You can play it on indie show, any wrestling show, period, in the world, and everybody knows Gangrel.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Gangrel.
It is a great theme song, and it's one of those songs that came out during the Attitude Era that really could have transitioned to mainstream. I mean, you could go to a rave, and that would have fit in perfectly at a rave.
Especially a gothic style rave. Good grief, you know. It would just fit, you know. You could have like a goth themed party or, you know, like a goth themed school dance or something.
I still put it on my Halloween playlist.
Hell yeah!
Alright, we have now entered the top 10.
Now, I personally think this one should be a little bit lower, but that's just my opinion.
Number 10.
So, I don't like that.
Voices for Randy Orton.
I amend my statement. This should not be on here because Burning My Light is not. Burning My Light was Randy's definitive theme.
Yeah. That was his coming out part.
And it's not on here at all. That is bullshit. Spelled B-E-W shit.
I completely agree with you.
Now, having said that, this is a great theme for the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. But if you're going to have a top 50 all time, his coming out party should be on the list somewhere. And it's a grave injustice it's not. And I'm sure it's on your list you're going to do later, so I probably blew one of your surprises. But whatever. Damn it, that's how I feel.
Number 9. Stop it, Bobby. Sexy Boy, Shawn Michaels,
Written by Jimmy Hart, the Mouth of the South, and God bless Jimmy.
God bless Shawn for using it for all these years.
Yep, that song started in 1992. I
With
was
Sherry
not
singing
even double fucking digits yet, for the love of God.
Get out of my house,
I
baby.
know, I'm a baby, I know. But even with Sherry singing it, this song just instantly connected with the audience because this is his coming out party right here. He was no longer part of the Rockers, and he was like, "No, I am Shawn Michaels. No, me. It's all about me. I'm full of myself, and you can like me or not. I don't give a goddamn."
I agree. Even when I wasn't the biggest Shawn Michaels supporter because of the screw job, I still would catch myself grooving to the song because it's catchy as hell.
Yep.
Number 8, from one degenerate to the next.
Number 8, you said?
Number 8.
Number 8 all time.
The Game by Motorhead for Triple H.
And, you know, people have expressed their love of My Time and of Evolution's theme and of DX's theme and even Hunter Hearst Helmsley's theme, both of them back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But this song, more than any song of his career, defines Triple H's motoring into an arena ready to kick ass. And, you know, I will argue for My Time a lot because My Time was his coming out party.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you need to transition to not just it's my time, it's only my time. I am the game. I am the best in the business. I am that damn good. He needed a little bit of a jump start from the Chris Warren Band song, and I think this was the song that did it for him.
I agree. I mean, he's definitely had this for the majority of his singles career.
Yes.
You know, My Time lasted for a while. King of Kings had its little run, but when you think Triple H, you think The Game.
Yes.
You think Motorhead. And
arguably the signature track of Volume 5.
yes.
That and Pie.
Don't get me started on Pie.
You know what?
As much as I love The Rock, that song was god fucking awful.
I thought it was funnier than shit.
That song was god fucking awful.
Alright.
Number 7, from one Evolution member to another.
Wow. I didn't even get chills down hearing the song. I swear to God, chills go up my spine. I did.
Also, Sprach Zarathustra, I know I probably botched the shit out of that, aka the theme to 2001 A Space Odyssey.
Yes.
Ric Flair's theme.
Jimmy Crockett gave this song to him in the early 1980s.
And with the exception of his first WWF run.
Right, which was an
That was
offshoot
16.
of that song, really. They just couldn't use it because WCW never had license to it. But, yeah, I mean...
You think Flair, you think that.
Yeah. I see commercials, I swear to God, they'll play it on the King's organ at the King's games. And down there they're going, woo! And see, it's like, Dad, you know my
I can't imagine your dad breaking his...
Oh, no, he doesn't. He
to
doesn't.
go, woo!
He doesn't. He'll sit there and just go, woo! And that'll be done. And then when they do the Beatles one where they go, woo! Dun, 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 woo! We'll sit there and go forward and woo! And then we'll stop.
God damn it.
Yeah, we're great. I love it. We're dorks.
But Ric Flair's song definitely deserves to be in the top 10. And I think it's good where it is because as we're coming into the top 5 here, you really can't argue. I mean, we'll do 6, but there's really no arguing the top 5, I think, personally.
No.
Number 6. Electrifying, The Rock's 2011 comeback theme.
Okay, but it's variation of the past 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
Roughly. You know,
Because it always has the same underlining beat. The dun, 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 dun.
Now, and I am very partial to his Hollywood 2003 theme. I
Yes.
love that theme.
Me
It
too.
fit him so well because he was such an asshole when he was doing that gimmick. But nothing gets a crowd popping. Very, very few things more than The Rock. If you smell, here, if you smell, the whole fucking place blows off the roof. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, or the roof blows off the place, however you want to say it grammatically correctly. You know.
The Rock has only ever had, as far as I can tell, one fail of a theme song.
Walking
And
the
that was, no.
No.
Because that's still the Destiny theme song.
Oh,
Still
that's true.
had the underline of that. And that was the one night he came out to the Method Man song to promote Aggression. And the crowd didn't realize it was him until he actually emerged from the curtain.
And you're like, okay, yeah, ooh, you know, and like, yeah, that was it. It's
Like,
experiment.
It was a great song on its own, but as far as a theme for The Rock to use, that was his only failure.
There's a reason that the aggression tracks made this list.
Yeah. Now we get to the top 5.
And-
like I said, you can't really argue.
And looking
the top
ahead,
5.
I'm very surprised that number 3 is as high as it is, but you know what? It should be there.
Yeah.
So number 5.
Number 5.
Okay.
Graveyard Symphony, The Undertaker.
Yeah. I know that the list says Graveyard Symphony, but the video is the post 2004 modernized version.
Okay.
So
If I'd known that, I would have put
it's
that
fine.
in there.
It's fine. It doesn't really matter because it's been pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, except for the brief actual funeral dirties when he first walked out in the late 90s, early 91,
And then the biker thing.
and then the biker gimmick. It's been Graveyard Symphony variations for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And just now, I gave a flare. I got the chills. I literally, whenever I'm in an arena or when I'm at somewhere and I hear the Undertaker song, I get cold. I legit freeze because it's like, holy shit, here it comes. I'll never forget the first time I saw the Dead Man gimmick in person. I literally almost froze to death. It was like, oh, shit.
Wow.
Yeah, literally. And not because they pumped the AC in, not because it gave me the feels. It just does. Undertaker has that presence. He always has. He always will.
Number 4.
So you might have the edit. There's not a bunch of this shit at the beginning. Because the Vince that just starts here.
When he comes out, now it starts there. Back when he first started, the whole corporation, you had the nice little build-up.
Well, it depends how many were coming out. If it was just Vince, you're like, let's go. Come on, wrap it up. Let's go.
No Chance in Hell. Again, a very enduring theme.
Yeah,
it started off as the theme song to Rumble 99.
Yep,
there is no chance in hell, Austin.
Of you ever becoming the WWF champion.
And then he won the Rumble. And the next night on Raw, till now,
yeah, to
that's
this day,
pretty much been his theme. I mean, corporate ministry notwithstanding.
But he still had these lyrics.
Yeah.
So, you know.
No chance in hell. You can't argue it. I mean, it wasn't one of my favorites when it first came out. Mm-hmm. It took a lot growing on me. Mm-hmm. But that just meant Vince did his fucking job as a heel. I didn't like any part of him, even his theme.
Right.
You know, but it's definitely stood the test of time.
Yep.
Number 3. Metalingus by Alter Bridge for Edge.
If you think about Edge's place in the history of the business, because let's be real, Edge is not top 5 all time.
No.
Edge is not even really top 10 all time. All time. But his song is fucking powerful shit. His song is some serious powerful shit. And in fact, it's number 3 above only these two, which are two enduring themes. Mm-hmm. That speaks volumes on the impact that Edge and his song had in the course of WWE history.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, he only started using it when he came back after his injury in 2004. Yeah,
it was even toward the end of 2004, because he really didn't do it until he went full-blown heel at the end of 2004, early 2005.
And you want to talk about a coming out party.
Yeah.
He had Never Gonna Stop Rob Zombie. He had his You Think You Know Me, On the Edge, whatever. But
and there's the thing. He had Rob Zombie singing him out to the ring. And it still wasn't enough of a kick in the ass.
It took the Creed reject band, essentially, Creed without Scott Stapp,
right,
to get him over where Rob Zombie fucking couldn't.
Exactly. I love me some Rob Zombie.
Maybe you should have had Lemmy do his song from the get.
Yeah, there you are. Oh, shit.
Number 2. Hell Frozen Over, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Often called Glass Shatters too, but that's also the Disturbed version too. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme. It is what it is.
What can you say about it that hasn't been said about
it literally makes you want to get up and power walk somewhere and whoop somebody's ass. It's very much like he said on one of his DVDs, Rage Against the Machine style. And you just pump that shit in and off the races.
To this day, the minute I hear that, I just middle fingers up.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Can't help it. Number 1. You haven't heard it on the list yet. You probably can guess what it is.
No shame.
Real American, Hulk Hogan by Derringer.
And just think about this for a minute, because I know a little about this song. This was originally intended for Wyndham and Rotunda, the U.S. Express. Hogan was using Eye of the Tiger. The U.S. Express ended up getting Born in the USA by Springsteen. But we got this great song. Give it to Hogan. Give it to Hogan. He can do something with it. Yeah!
Yeah, he did.
Yeah! Except for briefly using Hendrix when he returned the red yellow in 2003. This has been his song.
NWO theme.
And the NWO theme. This has been his WWE theme for like 30 years. Yeah. It's ridiculous how much it's on there. Seriously. I am so tickled, and it's going to piss Jade off, but I don't care.
Go for it.
Yeah, whatever. Dylan hears this song on my phone now when people call me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll get off the phone call. Daddy, can you play the song for me? I like Hulk's song. My little boy likes Hulk Hogan's song, dude.
Just as it should be.
Yeah.
Just as it should be.
Hulk is the greatest babyface, arguably, of all time. Because let's be honest, Austin was an anti-hero, not a babyface. Hulk Hogan's the most enduring babyface in the history of this business, and his song just made it that much more impactful.
I agree.
There you go.